On the board we have David Burns, Larry Crowson, Marquita Fisher, Shelby Gibson, Emily Glass, Clay Harrison, Mike Horn, Chelsea Mays, Sherry McGraw, myself, KJ McKenzie, Christy Mosley, Bill Owens, and Lindsay Palmer, and Hillary Young.
And at your table we have a card right here, the story of giving. I just wanted to recognize on the front page we have Christus Mother Francis, GFC Enterprises, City National Bank, Sulphur Springs ISD, Cat, J. Hodge Chevrolet, Alliance Bank, Carol Vernon Paying It Forward Fund, Como Picton, City of Sulphur Springs, Ocean Spray, Sultan Manufacturing, Cumbie ISD, Centerpoint Energy, and Hopkins County Hospital District EMS applications. These are our largest donors to the campaign. If you want to flip over on the back, there are a ton of other companies that help make this campaign what it is. And it is, like I said, with just so much gratitude that all of you are sitting here that make this a reality, being able to give back to our community. If anyone has the want or desire for any of us to come speak to your business or anyone that you'd like to, we'd be more than happy to do that. I think people understanding what the United Way is and what it does is critical to raising funds. Last year we went to speak, I'm just going to give you an example, at Cat to their employees, and I had one employee who raised his hand and he said because of meal a day, he has 2 parents who are aging and cannot leave the house. Because of meal a day, they deliver lunch to his elderly parents and he's able to continue working. So whether you know it or not, the organizations that are listed in here are benefiting children to even employees who are working. It's just a wheel that continues and is just so important that we support our community. And we are not a great community if we are not all helping one another. So please let us know if you'd like us to speak to anyone in your business or anyone in the community. We'd be glad to. We're going to show a video right now. It's pretty amazing of what the United Way is and a little more about it.
I'm Lindsay Palmer, and I am this year's chair for the Hopkins County United Way campaign. I think that the United Way is really unique in that it was created, many years ago to give one central location for people to be able to give money to. You can write one check, and we're going to vet these people, figure out where to give the money and how much, and we'll take care of the hard part for you.
My name is Brian Crump, and I'm the executive director at Can Help, also known as the Hopkins County Community Action Network. I've been at Can Help for about 2 years, and one of the great things that I inherited was a long history of relationship with the United Way. We had so many people in our community that were in just really desperate straits. They were in crisis just from the economic impact of COVID. And one of my first weeks there, we got our check from the United Way.
Hey, I'm Joel T. Meyer. I'm the lead pastor of the Way Bible Church here in Sulphur Springs. It's unbelievable how many people the United Way reach out to and organizations that they help. All the funds that they bring into the Hopkins County Christian Alliance, it doesn't go to any churches or any special ministries. It goes directly to feeding the hungry people in Hopkins County year-round.
United Way provides the funding to keep the building established and going so we can house things like the food bank. And without them being able to be there for us and what they're able to do, we truly would not be doing near what we're doing today. My name is Heather White. I'm with Hopkins County Community Chest and Community Cover. I'm the executive director there. I've been there for a few years now. United Way supports all of our wraparound services like the bill pay assistance for electric, water, gas, rental. We provide hygiene kits for families. So without the support of United Way, we could not provide those items.
Hi, my name is Amy Glenn, and I am the director of Lane Country CASA here in Hopkins County. United Way has supported CASA for many, many, many years. We operate on all of the generous donations of many organizations and individuals in Hopkins County.
I'm Ashley Front. A few years ago, I was asked to sit on the allocation committee. I'm United
But as a young girl, Ashley was able to benefit from several of these organizations. And if you open up this pamphlet right here, there are all the organizations that we will be giving to this year. There is a community, there's a representation from our community that meets in the spring, and any of these organizations that would like to receive donations, they come before members of the community to ask for funds. And so it's people representing our town who are sitting there saying yes or no to this, and they're bring forward all of their information, all of their financials, and from there we're able to gather who we would like to give to. So it's vetted, and you can be sure that there is absolutely an incredible need within our community. The video highlights that even more, and it's wonderful. So in your spare time, you can maybe watch it with better Wi-Fi service. But we're thankful for that, and for everyone who gives to this. And again, I just want to say what a privilege it is to be in this room with so many people and businesses that contribute to this, because it really is very important for our community.
Well, I get the pleasure of introducing this year's United Way campaign chair, Lindsay Palmer. I've known Lindsay most of my life. She was always my sister's friend. But over the past few years, I've got to know her personally as my own friend. And one thing I found out very quickly was that Lindsay is very talented. She's like above average human right here. And I'm really happy for you. But I think the thing that impressed me the most and inspired me the most about Lindsay was that she is a champion for our community. She's one of the few people I know that actually like to be on like boards and committees, forums. Like, she likes it. She has ideas and opinions. She wants you to hear them because she's really passionate about taking our community into bigger and better spaces. And I have sort of had a front row seat of seeing her do her thing, and it's inspiring. And she has a lot of great ideas, and she's also willing to be the solution, to put in the work, to see those ideas become a reality. So I don't think it's hard for any of us to see that. Somebody that embodies such attributes, qualities, talents, is such a great asset to an organization like this. So it is my honor to introduce to you my friend and this year's United Way campaign chair, Lindsay Palmer.
Hi, so yeah, I mean, like Jessica said, I love this community. I love living here. I think many of us grew up here. Some of us didn't. We're implants. I left for a long time and came back. And since I've been back, I think that it's been just extremely important to me to make this one of the greatest places to be. And I mean, it already was, and I think that it's just up to us to continue to pour into our community and our neighbors and our friends and our kids' friends, and that truly is the heart of United Way. I think you would be hard-pressed to find anyone in this room who doesn't know someone who has benefited from one of these organizations. There's, no matter what it is, whether it is a community outreach, something as special as Bright Star Baseball, or the community theater, the kids theater downtown, or if it is a basic need organization like Can Help or the Community Chest. All of those are the heartbeat of this community, and I think it's just, my favorite thing about United Way is just that it's such an easy button to say, I don't know how to divide my own gifts up throughout the community, but I know that I can give it to United Way and they're going to do it for me. And so that is what my sort of platform for this year's campaign is all about. I want you guys to continue to be, bought in to what United Way is for, and I want you to drive home that passion to your employees, to your coworkers, to your friends, like all of the month of October when somebody says something about United Way or you pass the thermometer on Broadway, it's like, it ignites something within you where you can just be like, oh my gosh, man, United Way is so great. I'm 100% sure you're going to see that video about 100 more times over the next month, so it will be okay. But, you know, that video really is about telling the story of real people in this community who are doing the work and are truly the hands and feet of this organization. With that, KK and Jessica spoke a little bit to the allocations committee, and I just want to give a personal thank you to those that sat on that board with us this year. So that was Brandon Brewer, Ashley Crump, Emily Glass, Jessica McInnes, KK McKenzie, myself, and Michelle Wallace, and I think everybody is here. So if you see those people, you know, definitely give them a thank you, because it is a really important 2 days where we get to be 100% sure that the vetting that we're doing is valid, and you can be super confident in where your money is going. So this year, my theme for the campaign is Believe, and I don't know if any of you guys watched Ted Lasso. If you do, you're going to understand this reference quickly. If you don't, I'm going to encourage you to watch it because it's awesome. But there's not a lot of good TV these days, and this is good TV. So it's kind of the story of an underdog and a professional soccer coach, and he gets sent to Europe with the intent of failing. He doesn't know that, but they're bringing him there to fail. And so throughout the series, he does fail some, he also succeeds, and there's just a ton of like really, really great nuggets of wisdom throughout the show. And one of the things that he does is he hangs a poster on a wall in the locker room that says Believe, and it looks like the Believe poster that's on your brochure. And professional soccer players are highly superstitious. So they're in the locker room after a game, they're talking, and the sign falls, like it's hanging on by a thread. And the entire locker room gasps, and they're like, ugh, we're doomed, our season is over. And he goes over, grabs the sign, he rips it in half, and he looks at him and he says, I can put any word on a poster and hang it on the wall, and it means nothing until you guys buy into what the word says. So until you believe it in your guts, until you're ready to get like in it with us, like it doesn't matter what that sign says. That sign's not where it's coming from. It's coming from within you. So that is sort of my push this year. Is I'm believing for more money. I'm believing for more reach, and just like the overall impact of United Way to grow. With that being said, our needs are growing. So I am kind of imploring, if you can get a little bit more this year, or maybe a lot more, we're encouraging you to do that, because we are seeing the needs increase. And in my perfect world, I would love for us to see needs decrease, because we have such an abundance to give to our neighbors. And like I imagine a community where, the people that are receiving right now actually get to be the givers in a few years, because they're being raised up and taken care of and put on a different platform where they can propel forward. So with that, thank you all very much for being here, and very much for what you do for us. I'm going to introduce our speaker for today, and Heather, you saw her in the video for just a glimpse. She is the executive director for the community chest. And every year at allocations, when Heather leaves the room, there is an audible sigh in the room of just like, holy moly. She is one of the most incredible individuals I've met, and I brought her today because I wanted to remind each of you why you're here and why we're doing this. She is the hands and feet of the people doing the work, and many of them are here today of the other organizations. But Heather's organization is very impressive, and she always leaves us impressed at allocations. And so I wanted you to hear from her so that you get to hear a piece of what we get to hear every year, and you really can just re-buy into the belief of what we're doing. So, Heather White.
Thank you so much, Lindsay. All right, as she said, my name is Heather White. I'm with Hopkins County Community Chest, and with Hopkins County Community Covered. We're a food bank and an assistance agency. We're on Linda Drive. If you come by on Tuesdays and Thursdays at a big line of cars, that's me. And so we are there. What I said in the video is true. Without United Way, we don't exist. We do not reach the people we reach. We do not feed the people we feed. We don't keep these people from that one paycheck away from losing their home or turning off their electricity in the dead of summer. These people in this room, these people who give their $1, their $5, their thousands of dollars, you are the people who take care of this community. I will tell you, in August 2 years ago, we served 529 families. I ran the numbers before I came up here today. We served 806 families in August this year. There has been that much growth in need in this community. Call it inflation, call it the job market, call it the fact that it's an election year, because we all know what we go through on those years. We are all looking for ways to help our community, and I cannot tell you how much the people in this organization and organizations like Can Help and so many others out there are partnering together to make sure all these folks are getting the help they need. That 806 families, that's 2,190 people last month that came through our doors and received food. When you come to see the community chest, we don't give you a box, we don't give you a bag of food, we're a grocery store. You walk in and you get the pride and the resilience of going through those aisles, and you select exactly what you need to feed your family based on what we have on the shelves that day. If your family, you've got picky kids and all they want is macaroni and cheese, great. You get to walk away with 40 boxes of macaroni and cheese, because that's how many grains you get each time you come to visit us. We give frozen meat. We give Hello Fresh bags. Those meals you see on TV, we give those bags out unlimitedly every single week. And the thing we're most proud of is our produce program, because we're always trying to bring healthy alternatives into what's kind of the most expensive thing to buy. We bring 12 or more pallets of fruit or vegetables into our building every week. And if you come through for food, that produce is unlimited. You want a 50-pound bag of potatoes? It's yours. Do I believe the family's going to eat a 50-pound bag of potatoes? No. But I know what that family's going to do. They're going to say, hey, I put all these potatoes to their friends, their neighbors, their cousins. They're going to let them know, hey, I got these from the community chest. If you need help, you can go up there. This is where you can get food. Look what we got. It's not a box of beans and rice. It is literally everything you could need for a grocery store. We also help folks with electricity, water, gas. We help with eye exams, dental exams. We have a SNAP mobile van who comes out twice a month. Any of the Texas Health and Human Services programs, they can come out and see us, and they can actually get help with any program they need assistance with. If they can't figure out why they can't get food stamps, if they can't figure out what they need to do to get help, we have experts who come in and help them with those programs twice a month. And when I just cannot thank you guys enough for what y'all do in this community. I cannot tell y'all how much the people in this pamphlet that you received today partner on a day-to-day basis. Brian's here, so I'm going to call him out. I can't tell you how many times I've called over to Can Help and said, hey, I've got this client. We can help with their electric bill, but they need help with their water or their gas, or they need help with rent. And first words out of his mouth is send them to us. We'll see what we can do. We all work together to find the best way to communicate and help clients. We actually most of us use a system called Charity Check, where we actually can put notes in the system so every organization that's on that system knows what we've done. And we can kind of communicate to each other, hey, this is what they've needed, this is how we've helped, this is what they need next. I get choked up when I get up here, so excuse me. But I cannot remind you how much anything and everything means to these people. We're a county of approximately 37,000 people. Over 10% walk through my doors. Last year alone, we served 4,156 people, I think, if I've got the number correct in my head. That's how many people came through our doors last year. Maybe they just need an electric bill. Maybe they came for a month's worth of groceries. Some of them come every single month, and then when they walk out of there, it's 400 pounds or more worth of groceries. So, I just want to thank y'all for the opportunity to speak. I want to thank y'all for what you do. If any of you ever want to come help, take a visit, I'll be your tour guide. I'm always looking for volunteers. You can always come help. But if you ever want to see the impact you're making in this community, watch a family. Watch someone who walked in my doors crying because they didn't know how they were going to feed their kids that day. And when they walked out, they're not even walking out with a bag of food. They're walking out with so much food, they're not sure how they're going to load it in their car. It's one of those things that you just cannot understand until you see it, and it'll strike you to the core. So I just want to say thank you so much.
I think that tells the whole story, and you know why she's here, right? And I, like she said, I would encourage any of you to go by and just see what they're doing. It is crazy impressive, and I think people don't have a great concept of what it's like until you're kind of in there. So yeah, stop by. She's a great tour guide. She'll show you around and just let you hang out for a minute and really just take it all in. So thank you so much, Heather. That was wonderful to hear from you on that. So we're about wrapped up. I need to give a few thank yous. For one, Alliance Bank was our lunch sponsor today, so thank you to them. And then it came from Corner Grub, so thanks for the work from them as well. Den is here taking photos. Grateful for him always. Latson's does a great job of providing high quality materials for our campaign every year that we're grateful for. Oftentimes we end up meeting at the Texas A&M AgriLife Extension office, and so Mario and his staff are always so welcoming and easy to deal with, and we're super grateful for that space. Chad's Media for the video that I swear you're going to get to see all of one day. Chad took a lot of time with me and Susan and some others talking through really what we wanted that video to be and how we wanted it to feel, and I think he did a really great job of driving home what we wanted to say. And then our hostess today for at the venue at 219, Emily, we're always grateful to be here. It's such a wonderful space. And then I have one final thank you. Anybody who has stood where I am standing or has served on the board knows that Susan Burning is the literal heartbeat of this organization. And I personally tend to ping pong a bit. I'm not a super linear person. And so Susan is so great to send a text reminder or a very organized email to me that is concise and easy to read. It gets me where I need to be and what I'm supposed to be doing, keeps me on task. And then in addition, she always sends an encouraging text as well. She's the first one to meet you at the door, tell you that you look good, that you're going to do great, and the day's going to go well. And she sent it in a text and met me at the door today. So I just am so grateful for her. And I think we all are. We all know how important she is to this organization. And so just a great thank you to her. So one final thank you to all of you for being here and for just what you're going to continue to do this fall through the